Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Killjadi's best hope yet. French up against the Delhi. One of the best performers against one of the worst performers in current competitive AoE 4. Gotta say though, so far the execution has maybe been where Killjadi has been getting executed. At least in that first game. Second one felt a little bit like a mismatch on the draft. So maybe, just maybe, the Finn can get on the board in the third. Delhi. Historically, a lot of people look at this civ and think, oh my god, OP. But as we've been seeing recently, they can struggle against a lot of these pro scout civs, of which French is one of the kings. One of the more subtle kings. People knew about Juji, they knew about Chinese, obvious, Rus as well, HRE. But then you think, well, if we're going to say HRE is OP pro scout civ, why is French not? They get more villages over time. They get a cheaper tech. They don't have to build a stables. They already have it with School of Cavalry. There's a lot of reasons why I'd say from a pro scout timing logic, when you control the map, HRE and French are more comparative than you'd think. Admittedly, the spearmen are definitely better for HRE. But upsides, downsides exist for both. How do you guys vote, by the way? Let us have a look. 60% for Wham. Yeah. Funny thing is, we covered the player names. I think it would be more heavily the other way. But Wham has definitely looked a little bit more switched on the series so far. Maybe the Finn is just a late bloomer. I mean, Killjadi, he has this reputation as the old man who needs to go sneak, but he has a very polarizing play schedule. I've heard players say this before, like, you're just never really able to pin down when Killjadi's online. It used to be around the midday. Now sometimes you'll see him hyper late in the evening. It's not as simple as say, oh yeah, Dimu's going to play between X and Y hours. Marine Lord's always going to come on late at night. This guy just always seems to be on around the clock, it feels like. So Sock on the way. Thermo Faith on the other side. See, Sock works as an acronym. Saying DOTF. I guess you can call it DF. Look at the spawn as well. Wide deer spread is difficult for Wham to shut down. Gold spawn's going to be a little bit rough for Killjadi in the mid game. But his starting gold is safe. Berry spawns are really nice for Wham. Flank and kind of more tight. This one in particular is really nice and somewhat easily defendable with just one outpost here. You see everything coming. Got blood god calls? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, wait. How many Warhammer 40k nerds do I have in chat? One's if you're a W40k person. I guess maybe we'll accept fantasy people as well. I feel like a lot more people in the gaming sphere got into the Warhammer courtesy of the Total War games, right? Okay, we got some there. Not this again? Dude, you need to expose yourself to the Warhammer 40k. Expose yourself to the warp a little. I was reading up recently on the secret 5th Chaos God. I don't want to, kind of want to see them do it. Pull the trigger, make him a real thing. Okay, so sheeple. Oh no, no. Nightmare fuel. How many times have we seen French or Jean lose because they have only 5 sheep? Maybe we were 4.5 minutes in the game, but that's pathetic. He has at least got deer on the way, so that's gonna make things a little bit better. Is there now a world in which Wham over aggroes him, blocks any sort of food gathering? He's going racks, so timing would definitely be stagnant in that regard. Another Ultramarine Lieutenant. Ooh. Not got enough of them? This is why I keep harping on about food sources, by the way. The sheep game really is a toxic element of AoE4 the more you think about it. It's never fun to think like a game could be decided by sheep. Same reason why we done away with like the Roost bounty system. The old one anyway. It's kind of BS. Good dive. Oh no. Horrible start. No worker kills so far. Love what Wham's doing with Scout, by the way. Just sticking it here so there's no charging. Because he's being... Okay, he wasn't greedy. He did go textiles. The whole idea is like this blocks the lance charge. And remember, over time, the Scout can just heal. It's a great read here. In the meantime, though, we do have Pro Scouts play underway. Wow, I'm reluctant to come out of the base in a rush. Wizard and Warriors? So, I think the one that I do watch a decent amount of, I forgot his name. Not Wizards and Warriors. There's a guy. Oh, I've forgotten his name. I think it's Wes Hammer I watch a decent amount of. This guy's very passionate about Warhammer. Random question, what sort of PC build is good for mid-tier gaming PC? So, mid-tier is like, I want to say it's almost a speculative element of what mid-tier is. In some people's eyes, you know, 7900 XTXs or 4080s would, I don't say be outright mid-tier, but because it's not a 4090 or 5090, it's not like the absolute peak tier. So it really comes down to what your bandwidth is. The easier question, the more important question that I always emphasize for people when they're trying to think about PC builds, etc. Don't go, is this PC going to last me X years? Is it going to do, like, what's your budget? Your budget is what tells you what your mid-tier is. Mid-tier to you might actually be $500 to $1,000. But mid-tier to, like, someone else might be, you know, 1.5K to $2,000. Price matters more. Price dictates what you can do, right? But, you know, in terms of GPU pricing, I still consider the 7900 XTX, while it's on the higher end, to be, like, I don't want to say mid-tier in performance, definitely not, but, like, pricing, it feels like it compared to a lot of the NVIDIA prices. But, you know, 7900 XT, 7800 even I've heard very good things about. Worth checking out. And then, like, CPU as well. You know, usually having something around the Ryzen 7 gen is definitely good. 7700 type series. X3D models are definitely worth getting into for gaming. Yeah, so £2,000-ish. You get like a 7900 XTX for 800. You get a motherboard, a recent motherboard for like £150, £200. You can get the Ryzen X3D edition CPUs. I think the 9800 X3D right now is maybe £450, £500. So that leaves you like, what, £500 to get your cooling, PSU. You can get a PSU, a decent one for like 100, 150. RAM for about 100-ish. And then, like, you can go for a slower SSD, Gen 4. Get like a terabyte of that. And then you just need to get fans, which can be, depending on which like level you want to go on fans, maybe 100, 200 extra in the case for 100. That'd be 2300. So, gives you a rough idea. You can make some sacrifices in different areas. Little raid coming in, though. And I don't really feel like Wham's done enough damage yet, but what you should be able to do is pick up the sacred sites afterwards. I mean, it's already been the... Wait, no, actually. What was that for? I thought Killjadi took more from the enemy side. It's only one deer. He's taking 2 back in return. But yeah, like £2,000 is considered high-end, for sure. I'd say mid-tier, probably most people is somewhere around 1,000 to 1,300. Budget is like 500 to 600, 500 to 800 maybe. But like I said, I recommend checking out the AMD cards. The NVIDIA ones are just very overpriced by comparison. You pay like a few £100 more for some features that most players don't even use. And actually, there's also a lot of myths going around. Exclamation mark PC if you want to see our components. We also did do a video on the channel going over it. I recommend having a look at it. I recommend like everyone checks it out. Support the sponsors that support us. But it's a very good video. I'm trying to remember what we called it. It was... Yeah, I changed to full AMD. The results were incredible. It really was surprising, the results we got out of that. And there's a lot of taboo lies, like the outdated information about, you know, software, old school AMD GPUs, they had issues, now they don't. Ray tracing performance being much better for NVIDIA is just a lie. And actually, a lot of games are designing themselves in a way that they're good for AMD systems now. Case in point, like most recent Call of Duty, optimized for AMD. So Clash coming in here, focus on the game a little bit. We have got these night raids to intercept, but Wham has got a lot of the deer home now, right? Considering how weak Delhi are meant to be in the Pro Scouts meta, I actually don't think Wham looks weak at all. He's even setting up for the berries on top of this. Sacred Sites have been trickling in gold also. Killjoy is blobbing archers quite rapidly though, and the knight count is still threatened. And we saw this matchup earlier today between B and Dumu. And it's meant to be a very good matchup for French, if you micro correctly. That's really what it comes down to in the end. You need to bait your opponent's spears out of position, snipe them, and not lose knights. Best site for bundles, or is it always better to buy components and build? I mean, bundles is still building, right? Like, sometimes you can actually find, like, deals that are worth it. Sometimes it's worth checking multiple sites. It depends on whether they have delivery freeze. Sometimes even things like secondhand GPUs is worth it. I've had good luck with GPUs secondhand, but you never know if it's going to be good or bad. This is bad, though. I don't think this is how you can afford to fight. Killjoy overextended. He loses all of the archers. That was wild. I can't believe that. Killjoy, I mean, he doesn't have defender's advantage. He doesn't even have neutral ground there. He's so deep at this phase without having an advantage at all. He just gave the entire control of the game over to Wham. Yeah, only a 4-worker lead at this stage. Sacred Sites haven't been decapped, so that's making up for a bigger lead for Wham. And look at the macro. It's Castle. He's bypassing. Killjoy, this is going to be a struggle to remass quick enough. That is absolutely brutal. Yes, most of the time when you buy a pre-config PC, you're going to pay a premium. When I first got my first like proper gaming PC, I was quite fortunate because it was a PC company that didn't really add much of a premium. They had good like cuts on prices to make it worth it. Nowadays, if you can build your own PC, build your own PC. Most companies have an absurd markup. Some of the smaller ones won't charge you as much. Class coming in though. I think the price has already been paid too highly for Killjoy. House of Learning coming in for Wham. 6 scholars in play. He's in position as well. Look at this on the flanks. He's ready to take the relic down here. We won't see him grab in the center, but it should at least be 2 relics easily for Wham. Sequence of clashes around the deer. AoE needs more of that. Well, it needs more objectives to clash around. And it needs the deer to not be so quickly removed from the equation. I also think, generally, relics need something different. The play with relics that makes them such a crap element of AoE4, they start off so epic. Fights over relics, clashes back and forth. Wow. And then they get taken home. And they're never heard from again. I'd love to see them change relics so that they generate resources based on proximity to sacred sites. That would be a sick change. So if you're really frightened that your opponent's going to do too much relics, you can take them away. You're not just getting the same quantity of resources. There's an enticement to do something different with them. So tech up complete. Killjoy is committing to the dive here. Backside is going to get scouted. Wham needs to get in the towers. Should have just about enough time to do so. And that should be buying time for the veteran seas. There's a minute and a half away for the spearmen. Ghazi are looking to raid in. Some damage in return. And the spearmen are going to start poking at this. First lancers are queued up. And remember, Wham does have the double production rate. Should be able to get them out fast here. Killjoy needs some scalps. He needs them fast. Ghazi actually go after the mill. Really would benefit from diving deeper into the base here. Wham's a little bit distracted. That's at least one of the villagers. Others are going to try to shuffle away. The spearmen need to cover that escape plan. It's 15 knights. If there was ever a position, ever a game in this series where Killjoy could do it, this is the position. But he needs to find the villagers. In fact, he's already started off attacking empty outposts. Wham is getting ready to pull towards the stealth forest. I think he's just going to have to lose a few villies here. Meantime, the Ghazi do nothing. Not worth it. And more work is now going to die. Yeah, this is the tricky thing about Wham's build. Because he wanted to be out on the relics and returning them home, he slowed his tech timing. The veterancy is still not in. It's 20 seconds out. Lancer spam, not really as strong as he was looking for after the idle time forced on the berries as well. Being said, it is an entire age advantage. It is still a sacred site and soon to be 2 relics. So it does make up for most of the eco gap between them. Killjoy is still wholly committed to knights. And one thing that has me a bit scared Or would have if Wham... Oh, for God's sake. This man and his Delhi. Is there ever going to be a Delhi game I cast where this doesn't happen? Okay, it's not every single game, but it's become synonymous with, with Wham/Puppypaw replays. They usually win when they forget these techs, though, is the crazy part. Honed Blades would have been the difference maker here. Steady brute forces into the fight prematurely. I don't like that. Wham. All spin and gone. It's just Lancers left over and a lot of Knights to contest that. I have to start wondering, like, would it have made more sense to go crossbows? Most definitely, considering that he completely whiffed and forgot about Honed Blades. Oh, unbelievable. Raid around the back. This could be big if he hits. One will be quick on the peel away. He's actually holding the Relic ready to respond. That this is going to be free Relic swiftly into the base. Killjohnny still showing zero signs of teching up here. It's Killjohnny, what do you expect? You tell this man is winning the game, he's going to send more into the enemy base. It's just kind of in his DNA at this stage. Gazi at least going to be shut down there. Nice stab in from the side. You can shrink the archer count just a little bit more. Spearman becomes feasible again. And there we go. He finally realized. So Home Blade's on the way in 2.5 minutes. Archers aren't going to appeal to try to go hunting. Wham, quick to pull the villagers away, though. The Lancers, again, just this outnumbering is a problem. Kajadi still maintaining the lead. We've got stockpiling starting to occur, but as soon as you think he's going castle, 3 more Knights get queued up every time. Does this actually benefit Killjohnny any longer? You're building a villager lead, but the reality check here... Bit of a weird rally, but the reality check here is we've got relics being grabbed gradually. He needs an out. Looks like he's getting ready to pounce on it. Lancer stabbing again. Still no Hone Blades. A lot of injured Lancers here that would benefit from some healing instead of being the first line of defense. I think Killjohnny's micro is just looking a lot better here. The macro is really the problem. Relic is pretty much home. So this is going to be a 4 Relic Delhi game. Unless Killjohnny can somehow stay here consistently. He's going to try. Scholars are going for the heals. Knights are wrapping around there. That's turned into a concave. It just feels like every time Wham is forced to defend earlier than he can. Knights spread out, getting a little bit rough, though. Look at those health bars. So many of them are close to dead. It just needs to target them down individually. If he does, then this dive fails. This is too much of a commitment. Killjohnny, he's not even leaving anymore. What? All that lead, all those possibilities, and it's thrown away like this. He just had to tech. Worker lead is at least big, right? He's up by 13, but it's going to be 4 relics home for the Delhi. Hone Blades is going to complete. He doesn't have Ruin Institute. He doesn't have a Night Mass. And instead, he's now gathering stone. The insanity of that. Well, yeah, here's the math difference, guys. Lancers are going to have 40 more health, or rather Castle Age Cavalry is going to have 40 more health. They're also going to have additional melee and ranged armor and higher damage. Right? It's 21 compared to, as you can see here, 24. It adds up. Killjohnny does have a healthy economy lead. But there is a window now for Wham to punish him. Look at how wide Killjohnny is. Definitely stretched thin. Especially now that he's switching Arbitrary without walls. Wham still has more gold to get off the map. The sacred sites are still a real objective for him to benefit from. It's just crazy. I mean, what you saw Killjohnny do there is kind of taboo. Most of the time when you're planning to tech up, you don't dive the enemy base. Not unless you're absolutely sure they have nothing to fight you with. Starting to wonder if Killjohnny was maybe expecting that many knights if he was expecting something of a weaker hold from Wham. Now we just have double the military count to cavalry for Wham. Only a small handful of arbitrary. Wham is going to hesitate about the static emplacements. Killjoy is going to begin to play even wider than he has so far. This is not going to be a TC drop. Now, you see, Killjoy learned something on this stream, folks. And I'm not even making that up. He came in the chat, didn't know it. We taught. When you're going to say you taught someone, it's great that you can't even say the words correctly. We taught Killjoy about keep discounts. He didn't know. We were casting one day, he went, wait, that's a thing? Remember, with French, you get 10% off your keeps. Only 810 stones. Still a lot. But all of a sudden, Killjoy is very interesting. Bam, in the meantime, it's going to look to utilize his knight advantage. It's be a big crunch if he can get it. Get it, he will. Killjoy just tries to skirt with the charge and get away. Sacred sites are starting to be capped and decapped all over the place. Is Wham just going Imperial? This looks like an Imperial strat. He's queued up 6 scholars, no more knights. This is Imperial. Yeah, so mass arbitrary have a weakness, guys. Elephants. They'll beat war elephants, but you don't really commit hard into war elephants and Imperial. It's more castle age play. But you can commit hard into is tower elephants. In particular, a certain gun variety. Okay, scrap that for it. He just... he's just keep more lances. Ah, so I think Wham was paranoid his opponent was going to sit in the base. So now he's reinvesting. And we do actually have war elephants, which is bad into arbitrary. However, Wham does also have the keep drops coming in. So village fortresses, now on the way, just 2 minutes out. Red Palace rush into the double gold. What, here? Hell no. If you're going to Red Palace, by the time you're going to Red Palace, you drop here. You need an 8k. Here's perfect. You block Sacred Sites as well. And then, yeah, you have the 4k far back. Here's the thing. When you play Mass Knights, Mass Arbitrary, either way you cut it, your gold's going to disappear fast. Guildhall, only at 520 food. We're nowhere near the timing yet for Killjoy. Ones if you think Wham's going to win. Twos if you think Killjoy is. Two War Elephants does a lot, especially without royal bloodlines, but 17 arbitrary should be able to make quick work of it. Keep drop's going to be a problem, though. You can see Wham's trying to get additional keeps, and he walks straight to the War Elephants! These psychopaths are no joke! Elephant's like, look at me! Look at me! What kind of person wears a mask like this? Ask yourself that question. Wait, are they making them wear the... Oh, they're so thoughtful as well. They put little iron claddings on their tusks. So considerate of the people that are basically weaponizing elephants. It's only because they want them to tusk ram more. It's important to keep those tusks in good shape. No, I'm not going to go for the whole poacher comment. Hey, you can use them for ivory afterwards. But wait, have you considered more keeps? No one coming in. War elephants just on patrol. These lances have been absolutely thorn in the side. No elephants were harmed in the making this game? Exactly, because we gave them those nice little tusk caps. So they wouldn't feel pain. We then juiced them up on an interesting cocktail of drugs to send them into a frenzy. And from there on out, the elephants knew no pain. But they sure knew how to give it. It's like watching a 17-year-old boy push over a 5-year-old. Jesus. I think we know what historical Hindus think of Christianity. Sorry, Catholicism. And now the Tower Elephants. This is the scary point in the game for Kiljardi. He doesn't have an answer to the mass Tower Elephants. He has 10 knights. We do, however, have a get out of jail free card for Kiljardi. An answer to the elephants, at least in one area in the map. The food pool is almost ready. I think they're both getting ready for Imperial, to be honest with you. Ram doesn't mind scaling a bit here. You just get so much tech for free. It's Delhi, it's absurd. It's got almost 20 scholars. Ideal for Imperial. Then again, we do like elephants. Is there any other unit that can one-shot another unit? I want to say Jean, but then someone's going to come and chat again and moan that Jean's OP. Musafadi Gunner? They still have the stealth bonus damage thing, right? Or I could have sworn someone's telling me that you can get like 120 damage on a gunner for one shot with first strike and the stealth. So this, by the way, is the secret most OP tech that Delhi has. I really wish we saw more of it. It's useless in this particular build, because Force March doesn't work with elephants. Because the developers weren't absolutely high on amphetamines when they made the game. Amphetamine? Is there amphetamines? Doesn't sound right. I mean, there's antihistamines, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Something amphetamines. Amphetamines, there we go. Dude, you can tell it's been a long day. Well, I think it's safe to say that KP doesn't do drugs. Can't afford them. Night Raid coming in again. With efficient expedition kills. Surely Kiljardi sees the very big blue blob. Yeah, he'll be able to pull away quick enough. Or will he? This is intentional. Wham is pulling him back here to safely tech. Doesn't want to risk a dive like last time. And when was the last time you saw someone build 60 Arbitrie? I feel like it usually caps at 40, maybe 50. 60 is a little bit nuts. Still has the guild hall to pull as well. So Imperial's going to be on the way for both of them here. And remember, he's already in position to secure not just one 8k gold, but two. Wait, if you make a meme about amphetamines, is that an amphetamine? The night is getting old. House of Sultan is coming in, though. And we already mentioned that he doesn't have an answer to the Tower Elephants. This is a Tower Elephant as well. Yes, a long time ago, Delhi players realized, gun beat elephant. But elephant with gun? They're going to be bloody tanky. Armored Beast is on the way. The War Elephants. It's going to make it quite hard to just insta-snipe them out. Especially if you add in biology as well. I imagine we are going to have... What? We are going to have an aggressive Red Palace. Oh, yes. Kiljardi. There's only one place this landmark belongs. In the base of the Delhi. Unfortunately, all the houses means he can't get it deeper towards the landmarks. But it's a good staging point to reset to every single time you get pushed out. Wham is like, what is this memery? What has happened in this game? Siege Workshop being prepped. It's correct from Wham. Needs to get into the trebs ASAP. Kiljardi immediately looking to get into the cannons. Sorry, the cannon. More stone being gathered. Wham has got a lot of keeps. Bloody hell, up to 3 already. Plenty of stone to repair any injured ones here. Might need it as well with the cannons on the way. Wow, well, that is quite peculiar, actually. He's going cannons instead of trebuchets. And what? No. No, just delete that building yourself. Don't even keybind it. That was expensive. That's 1,000 resource unit that just disappeared. Garrison units? He could do. I don't know why Killjadi isn't. We never question the whys of Killjadi's mind. It's a deep enigma of a place. Like, for example, why don't we have 3 sacred sites locked in right now while you've pinned your opponent? He is now answering that. He just wanted the keeps first, so he's going to go for it. An ironic way of beating the Delhi, actually. With their own usual win condition. Cannons are hitting into the castle now. The elephants are on the way. You have to be careful, though. You can't dive anywhere near the Red Palace. It's only 1 gunpowder elephant right now. War elephants immediately just disappear. It's so difficult, man. The Red Palace is hitting into this. Look at the health! That's without garrison. My God, I think he might have done it. But he's got to be careful. He is diving underneath the boiling oil still. The castle is going to go down. No attempt to repair by Wham. Got triple bombard. Gotta really wonder why the hell we don't just have trebuchets, though. Horseman is being prepped. And Wham may be about to sink his teeth into a sour apple here. Because he's only building tower elephants. We do not have any more war elephants coming. He's getting a flank raid. This is now out of range of the Red Palace, though. Villagers are just going to try to repair. Apparently, they don't care about their own well-being. I guess that's just making space for more military. No, wait, he's doing it again. No, wait, no, please. Like, the boiling oil actually does hurt. Why does it feel like Killjadi's gradually losing this? It's a lot of unnecessarily injured arbitrarie. I mean, it's 3 villages. There's no way he's ever repairing, right? It's just so easy to forget about boiling oil these days. It feels like a meme tech a lot of the time, right? You barely register the damage consciously. But apparently he registered enough to go, oh yeah, that's strong. I think I want that too. We do have the Ghazis getting upgraded here. The biotechs are in, so the Ghazi are going to be quite tanky. A lot of economy, not much to do with it right now. Gold was a problem, but he has got that 4K vein, so a little bit of life here. The Red Palace is still a significant issue. Bombards are going to start moving in, though. He's had enough of it. He's going to go for it. He's going to commit underneath it. This is where you garrison. This is 100% where you garrison. And the horsemen, they ride in. But those aren't just range units. They're melee too. Can you get through it? It's 4 gunner elephants, 7 tower elephants. The repair crew's coming, but might not be quick enough here. The bombards. Get rid of it. No way. After all this effort. Killjadi's dead. And that is why, despite the win rate of the Delhi, people say elephants are not reasonable. That they might even be OP. Look at these things. Unbelievable. Killjadi, he didn't garrison the Red Palace. He didn't just creep for the landmark victory. I don't know what the hell this was. Surely not the elephants. It's crazy because Red Palace Garrison can usually be accused of overkilling. But against elephants, it's perfect. And now, the perfect secure on the gold here. I mean, even if he loses the villages, he can afford it at this stage. Remember, every single keep dropped is just another TC. I can't believe that. Wow, I'm able to dive a red palace like that, not having to go trebuchets. Completely goes against the logic of what you're meant to do in this situation. But Kiljardi, I just don't know what that red palace was meant for, other than to look pretty. And now, Kiljardi looks pretty dead. Game that felt like it was in his palms. The best opportunity he's had all series.